I'm misguided about the elders. This original letter that they sent to me, that was sent back again to me by the consular. Meaning, he could not get any letter from Universal Laws of Justice to say that I am not the elder of God. I said, Mr. Ghadirian, this letter is the original letter that you sent, another copy of it. He said, yeah. I told him, therefore, you broke your promise. You told me you get a letter from Universal and I'm not an elder. He said, no. Nevertheless, they have told me that to confront you. I told him, was it too much for me to ask you to ask them that I'm not an elder? So I can let go? I found out these people, maybe they never spoke to the other member of the Universal Laws of Justice, like Don Barr, like other Canadian. They thought they might get, confused over the matter. And they just put something in themselves together and called it letter from Universal Laws of Justice. The man sent a letter to me that I'm going to confront you. I said, how are you going to confront me? He says, we're going to cut your administrative right. I said, my God, 30 million Iranian, they could not stop me from becoming a Baha'i. They put me in jail 3 times. Now, you're threatening me. Think about it, sir. I've spent thousands of dollars to be a Baha'i and spent all my money in teaching. I'm not afraid of that. I said, well, boy, oh boy, the letter that I sent to Universal Laws of Justice, I wanted to be kept at that level. They sent it to the National Spiritual Assembly of Canada, the place that I did not feel to send it, because they're not infallible. But the letter was sent to them, discussed with them, the National sent a letter, cut me right off. Let's see the letter. The letter of the National comes. Oh, that letter is interesting. Okay. The letter dated wow, 14th of January 1997 now. We're going really a year after something. Right here. That's the content of the letter. By registered mail, Mr. Abbas Ali Temori, your address 1304 Voyager Drive. Alright, what does it say? The National Spiritual Assembly understand that you have been in a process of consultation with Mr. A.M. Ghadirian regarding your view of your role within the Baha'i community. I never said I had any role. We are informed that Mr. Ghadirian advised you of the statement of the Supreme Baha'i Administrative Body, the Universal Laws of Justice, that it regards your reported belief about yourself. They never said in the letter of Universal Laws of Justice regarding my belief about myself. Now they're changing the letter of Universal Laws of Justice. The belief about yourself and some other individuals being so-called elders as misguided. That is not what Universal said. Universal said, regard my belief about the elders as misguided, not about myself. If they would have said that, we would have let go. Misguided, and that it expects you to desist from discussing the matter with our Baha'i. We're further informed that you were instructed to do everything in your power to further unity with the Baha'i community and to avoid whatever. So finally, to date, we have received no report indicating that you have withdrawn your claim and discontinued advancing your belief about your role in the Baha'i community. I have no role in the Baha'i community as an elder, really. The National Spiritual Assembly is deeply saddened and concerned to learn of this. We have concluded that there is no alternative but to impose administrative sanction upon you. We take this a step as an indication for you that your behavior in continuing to advance your claim or to nurture them in your own mind, that's interesting, in your own mind and heart must cease, and also to prevent disruption to the general Baha'i community. They're not allowing me, even in my own and mind and heart, to think even. Could you believe these inquisitors, guys? So, in addition to the administrative restriction summarized on the enclosure of the National Spiritual Assembly has imposed additional restriction so that you are barred from attending holidays, celebrations, and other Baha'i gatherings normally open to the public. Even a non-Baha'i can go to the birthday of baha'u'llah. I was not even allowed even to do that. It's illegal even to say this. But furthermore, this is most ridiculous. In order for us to consider restoration of your Baha'i administrative right, you will need to demonstrate an understanding of the error of your claims and sincere remorse for having engaged in the divisive behavior by influencing other Baha'is in the matter nobody you spoke about. Another elements we will consider as a condition for your future reinstatement will be whether you seek to follow professional therapeutic treatment as a possible means of overcoming these difficulties. They say you're crazy to me. People, you're Baha'is. I'm dead. I'm gone. I will never enter the Baha'i community if they give me billions of dollars. I'm an outsider right now. I'm in the world of cause. I'm the part of the government of God. I cannot come in your midst of you. But I'm telling you this because so you know, there's a victim. Universal laws of justice does not call me, I am misguided by my own belief. I asked for it, they never gave it to me. National says no. It means that about the belief about yourself. Then they're asking me, I'm not allowed to think in my mind and in my heart who I might be. And for these people is revealed the 7 valleys at the end of which a Baha'i can claim he's the manifestation of God? Is this a tolerance? It just reminds me totally of the inquisitors of the Middle Ages. Now they're saying that I gotta use a therapeutist. Like, what am I gonna go say to a doctor? My stories? Do you think, guys, for bringing all the things with all these reasons, I'm crazy? And what if the doctor says you're not crazy, you're just of a different belief? How would I make him to send me to a specialist? I can just go to a specialist. This is Canada, guys. I don't have the money to go to a specialist on my own. Even I can't anyways. I have to use my medical card to do that. And if the even the doctor sent me to a professional and he hears all of this, he's going to say that I'm not crazy. I just have a belief. It's just a little bit different from others. All I'm saying is that there has to be universal laws of guardianship with a membership of women, 5 women elected, right beside the universal laws of justice. I've written in the book. This is not my word. Shoghi Effendi says the 3rd building in the Israel that is being built is not their house of research. It has to be called Darul Vilayeh. He says it is the center of the interpretations of the holy text. And they keep saying that, oh, that's dead, is no more, because Shoghi Effendi did not have a successor. Shoghi Effendi is not going to go to the House of Guardianship. He's the member of Universal Laws of Justice. He's the chief of Universal Laws of Justice. He can't be both the member of Universal Laws of Justice, also the member of the institution of guardianship. How could this work? He couldn't be at both places at one time. If he's the member of Universal Laws of Justice, so the institution of guardianship must be membered by somebody else, something else. You gotta listen to the first of this series where I brought all these writings to see it. Okay, all of these things has to cause to say to me that I'm not a Baha'i now. This is the end of my Baha'i activity as a teacher. Yeah, they cast me off. In this situation, I think I was in Denny's. I thought Mustafa was my friend. We saw a lady called Lisa. She kept looking at me and finally I said, do you know me or something? She said, yeah, you're reminding me of somebody else in the past. Mustafa left and I started to talk to her in San Manin in a hotel. I gave her the book Tahireh to read. And all of a sudden the door opened. And my wife came in the room and saw that we were talking about Baha'i faith. She said, that's it. I saw you with this woman and that's the end of our things. I said, well, you already kicked me out of the house for a month now. So now what? He said, you can't come back to that house anymore. I go there and I saw 2 garbage bags with my stuff. She said, you're out of my life and you're out of the Baha'i faith. Goodbye. Mustafa, my best friend, who actually interviewed me, joined her as well. He got me to sign a letter that I let she to have the kids and the house and everything else, and then he got out the car and said, this is my house and this is my wife. Goodbye, boss, I don't want to talk to you, and if you stay here, I'll beat the shit out of you. I said, Mustafa, I'm your best friend. You leave this friend for 20 odd years for a woman like that? I guess they did. Good opportunity. Now what am I supposed to do? I'm bankrupt, I have no money. The house and everything else, I put it in her name. Even the car, truck, everything's in her name. Baha'is have cast me right off. I have no house to go. There's all kind of things happen to me. I was in the room. I said, baha'u'llah, I see in one of your writing, you're saying that when I look on the top, I see the devil on this side, I see Satan, and this side I see angel of death from all directions. I'm surrounded by the problem. I said, I am feeling what you're saying now. Wife is gone, money is gone, my kids are gone. Baha'is have left me. I have nothing. I was getting sued for some other matter. A boy accused me of some ridiculous things.